If you want to take this someplace, we're happy to chew with you.
Like a chew toy.
Pretty much.
Here I am. This helps. And I guess what brought the subject up at lunch is that constantly there are battles at home sometimes. Battle royale with daughters and sons, 15 and 17 respectively, around these subjects. And we try to put up the fences, and they are self-absorbed, yet a lot of the things that we create allow them to become self-absorbed. Look at MySpace or YouTube or internet messaging or texting, all of which I approve of. I'm in the industry. But then they get wrapped up in that, so then I feel like, well, our job is to keep those fences on there because, okay, you got to get SATs, you got to go to college, you got all these things. So I don't want to take away from the creativity, but I still want to keep them on the track.
The generations coming forward, you have to remember that what you all as a body of people on the planet are living today, you are launching rockets forth into the future that future generations will benefit from. And the rockets that you are launching that are only desires that are born out of what you're living will be the platform from which future generations will come forth. So your children's rocket that they rode in on was different than the rocket you rode in on. And that is the best explanation of the generation gap that we could ever give you. They don't get you, and you don't get them.
Right.
And you're not really supposed to. But as parents have this distorted view that we got here first and we're smarter, and the kids have the clearer view, we just got here, therefore we're clearer. And the adults say, but I've been here longer, so I know all the problems. And the kids say, you've been here longer, so you know all the problems. Oh, that's the same thing, isn't it? In other words, you're all in agreement on that. Parents think, but because I know the pitfalls, I would be better to guide you. And the kids say, because you know the pitfalls, you're the last one in the world who should be guiding us.
That's right.
So that's where you're at odds, you see. And so anytime you say, we need to put perimeters or parameters, we need to put fences up, we need to box them in, they'll just say, go ahead and try. You can't box us in because we are born to be free. You can't win. You might as well give in to them.
I know. Thank you. I'm good.
You have magnificent children, and you need not worry about them. And see the arguments or the debates or the discussions as all of you launching rockets of desire. If you can realize that in all that mixing it up with your kids that you and your mate are doing, that you are launching these legitimate desires for their well-being. And the question is, and it's a question that the kids challenge a lot from you, and it's certainly the question that we want to be forefront in your mind. The question is, now I've got this picture of this fabulous life I want them to live. Is this thought that I'm thinking right now a match to that? And when you're feeling uncomfortable, when you're worried about them, when you're afraid for them, when you're guarded, it isn't. Those thoughts that you have about your children that make you so uncomfortable, that's you not being in alignment with your source. And your kids don't have anything to do with that. And that's why they're so frustrated. They could not possibly, from who they are, become backward enough to satisfy your need. They can't go back that far that fast. They're not willing to or wanting to. Every now and again they feel guilty because they can't. And so feel how wonderful it feels for you to say to a spouse or a lover or a child or a friend, I am not holding you responsible for the way I feel. And even more liberating than the liberation that it would give to them. Think about how it would feel to you if you could say, nothing that you can do, no matter how distorted from my view it could get, nothing that you could do can keep me from my connection. I'm too smart for that. In fact, an exercise that would be very good for everyone who's interacting with anyone who means everyone. Except that one hermit friend we met earlier, but everyone. This exercise would be powerful. So get out your notebook, and on the first page of your notebook, right at the top of it, the name of someone with whom you are interacting, somebody who's been giving you some grief for one reason or another. Children make very good subjects here. And for the children, your parents make very good subjects here. And then write this statement. What is it about you that I'm thinking that is keeping me from my connection with Source? Say it in another way. What thoughts about you am I thinking that keep me from being a vibrational match to my vision of you and your well-being? Now think about what we're saying. What is it about you that I'm thinking that's keeping me from connection? Do you hear the power of that? Because it's all in your control. What am I thinking that I could change? What upstream thoughts am I thinking that I could turn to downstream thoughts about you? Can you feel how self-empowering that is, as opposed to what behavior are you performing over which I have no control that I'm having an emotional response to? Because it is never that way. It's always within your control to turn whatever is happening into vibrational alignment with what you want. And when you do, all of the resources of the universe assist you in accomplishing that, you see. But the belief that somebody else needs to be different, oh, what an entrapment that is. Because no one was born to serve you. No matter how loyal they pretended to be at one time. Even when they were born to you. You tend to say, my spouse should always be loyal to me. My children should always be loyal to me. Which means they should do their best from the day they are born to adopt my worldview. And if they don't adopt my worldview, if they don't accept my religion and my political party and my whatever, if they don't adopt my worldview, then my own children have betrayed me. And we say, don't get yourself in the place of saying that somebody's betraying you when they're only satisfying their own vibrational escrow. They're here to satisfy their vibrational escrow. You're here to satisfy yours. And when you stop asking somebody else to satisfy yours, then and only then will you be free.
Thank you.
That's what your children came to teach you.
Yeah, they did. And my dog. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Your cat will teach you that. Look into your cat's eyes. Can't you just read it in their eyes? You look lovingly into your cat's eyes and your cat looks back and says, who are you and what are you doing in my face? And you say, oh, I'm here to make you important to me. And your cat says, don't waste your time. You will never be important to me. You will never be as important to me as I am to me. Or this mouse is much more important to me than you will ever be.